known, nor have I seen more that I might call men than you, good friend, and my dear father. How features are abroad I am skilless of, but by my modesty, the jewel in my dower, I would not wish any companion in the world but you, nor can imagination form a shape but yourself to like of. But I prattle something too wildly, and my father's precepts I therein do forget. I am a fool to weep at what I am glad of, but this is trifling, and all the more it seeks to hide itself, the bigger bulk it shows. Hence, bashful cunning, and prompts me plain and holy innocence. I am your wife, if you will marry me. If not, I'll die your maid. To be your fellow, you may deny me, but I'll be your servant, whether you will or no. So that was the monologue, and then I'll move on to the sonnet. Thank you. Move on to the sonnet. I'll be doing sonnet 43. When most I wink, then do mine eyes best see. For all the day they view things unrespected, but when I sleep, in dreams they look on thee, and darkly bright are bright in dark directed. Then thou, whose shadow shadows doth make bright, how would thy shadows form happy show to the clear day with thy much clearer light, when to unseeing eyes thy shade shines so? How would I say, mine eyes be blessed made by looking on thee in the living day, when in dead night thy fair and perfect shade through heavy sleep on sightless eyes doth stay? All days are nights to see till I see thee, and nights bright days when dreams do show thee me. Thank you.
Sophia?
Okay. Just gotta make sure this is angled. All right. Hi, my name is Sophia Nazarino, and I will be performing Puck's speech from A Dream, lines 6 through 19, 24 to 26, and 33 to 36. My mistress, the monster, is in love, near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour. A crew of patches, rude mechanicals, that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play, intended for great Theseus's nuptial day. The shallowest thick skin of that barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break, when I did him at this advantage take. An ass's knoll I fixed on his head, anon his thisbe must be answered, and forth my mimic comes. So, at his sight, away his fellows fly, and at our stamp, here o'er and o'er one falls. He murder cries, and help from Athens calls. Their sense thus weak, lost with their fears thus strong, when in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked, and straightway loved an ass. Thank you, that was monologue, and now I will be performing Sonnet 117. Accuse me thus, that I have scanted all, wherein I should your great deserts repay, forgot upon your dearest love to call, whereto all bonds do tie me day by day, that I have frequent been with unknown minds, and given to time your own dear purchased right, that I have hoisted sail to all the winds, which should transport me farthest from your sight, both my willfulness and errors down, and on just proof surmise and accumulate, bring me within the level of your frown, but shoot not at me in your wakened haste, since my appeal says I did strive to prove the constancy and virtue of your love. Thank you.
Tessa?
I'm doing Titania's monologue from A Midsummer Night's Dream, and it's Act 3, Scene 1, lines 131, 139 to 143, and 154 to 164. What angel wakes me from my flowery bed? I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored by thy note, nor is thine eye enthralled by thy shape, and thy fair virtue's force, perforce, doth move me. On the first view to say, to swear, I love thee. Out to these woods do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll bring thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on crested flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thee of thy mortal grossness, so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas blossom, cobweb, mote, and mustard seed. That's a monologue. And I will be doing sonnet number 36. Let me confess that we two must be twain, although our undivided loves are one. So shall those blots that do with me remain, without thy help, by me, be borne alone. In our two loves, there is but one respect. Thou in our lives a separate spike, which though it alter not love's sole effect, yet doth it steal sweet hours from love's delight. I may not evermore acknowledge thee, lest my bewailing guilt should do thee shame, nor thou with public kindness honor me, unless thou take that honor from thy name. But do not so. I love thee in such sort, as thou being mine is thy good report. That was the sonnet.
Riley?
My name is Riley Manfredi. I'm going to do my monologue first. I'll be doing Rosalind's monologue from As You Like It, Act 3, Scene 5, lines 47 to 67. I see no more in you than in the ordinary of nature's sail work. To my little life, I think she means to tangle my eyes too. No faith, proud mistress, hope not after it. 'Tis not your inky brow, your black silk hair, your bugle eyeballs, nor your cheek of crack can entame my spirits to your worship. You foolish shepherd, wherefore do you follow her like foggy south, puffing with wind and rain? You are 1,000 times the properer man than she a woman. 'Tis such fools as you that make the world full of ill-favored children. 'Tis not her glass, but you that flatters her, and out of you she sees herself more proper than any of her lineaments can show her. But, mistress, know yourself, and down on your knees, thank heaven, fasting for a good man's love. For I must tell you, friendly in your ear, sell when you can. You are not for all markets. Cry the man mercy, love him, take his offer. Foul is most foul, being foul to be a scoffer. And then for my sonnet, I'm going to do sonnet 18. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou out more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed. And every fair from fair sometime declines, by choice or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou oust, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growst. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee.
Okay, Daniela.
Hi, I'm Daniela, and my monologue is A Midsummer's Night Dream, and it's Helena's, and it's Act 3, Scene 2, and lines 148 to 164. Oh, spite, oh, hell, I see you all are bent, set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do, but you restrained souls to mock me too? If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so to vow and swear and super praise my parts, when I am sure you hate me with your hearts. You are both rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena, a trim exploit, a manly enterprise, to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes, with your derision, not of noble sort, would so offend a virgin and extort, a poor soul's patient, dull to make you sport. And this is my sonnet, and it's sonnet 30. Actually, sonnet 29, sorry. When in disgrace with fortune and men's eyes, I all alone be with my outcast state, and trouble death, having with my bootless cries, and look upon myself and curse my fate, wishing me like to one more rich in hope, feature like him with friends possessed, desiring this then's art, and that man's scope, with that what I must enjoy contented least. Yet in these thoughts, myself a most despising, haply I think on thee, and then my state, like to the lark at break of day arising, from soul in heaven sings hymns that earth's gate. For thy sweet love remembered such wealth beings, that then I scorn to change my state with kings.
Okay, everybody did an awesome job. So Ms. Boylan and I have to get together and get our numbers together, right? And our scores. This is going to be really hard. But thank you so much. I think everybody deserves a big hand. And I thank you so much for coming and for watching, being an audience.
Thank you, Ms. King, for organizing this annual Shakespeare contest. Good luck to all the contestants. And we're going to announce the winner tomorrow. Yes, Mary? Ms.
Yes,
King?
yes.
And thank you all for being here. Have a great evening. Woohoo!
Thank you.